My friend, before you take another breath, I want you to understand something that has the power to change the entire direction of your life. Nothing in this world is won by luck, by talent alone, or by waiting for the perfect moment. Victory belongs to the one who trains the mind so deeply, so intentionally, and so relentlessly that no situation, no challenge, no setback can break their inner balance. This is the path of a true warrior. This is the teaching of Master Shi Heng Yi, and this is the heartbeat of daily path to strength. Every situation you face, every conflict, every disappointment, every misunderstanding, every moment of pressure is not sent to weaken you, but to train the unseen part of you that controls everything, your mind. If your mind is untrained, life feels heavy, chaotic, and unfair. But when your mind becomes disciplined, everything around you changes. The same problems shrink, the same pressure becomes fuel, the same fears lose their teeth, and the same obstacles that once terrified you become stones you step on, not walls that stop you. The first truth you must accept is this: life will never get easier, but you can become stronger, sharper, calmer, and unshakable. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control the outside world, but the masters, those who win in every situation, focus entirely on controlling the inside world. They understand that storms on the outside matter far less than storms on the inside. They understand that what happens within you is always more powerful than what happens to you. And if you can train your inner world, you can walk through fire without losing your breath. You can walk through chaos without losing your peace. You can walk through betrayal without losing your direction. You can walk through failure without losing your identity. The great mistake so many people make is thinking strength comes from fighting harder. But true strength comes from thinking clearer. You cannot win battles when your mind is scattered. You cannot solve problems when your emotions are louder than your wisdom. You cannot step into the next level of your life while carrying the noise of the old level. Master Shi Heng Yi teaches that every problem is solved twice, first in the mind, then in the physical world. So if you want to win in every situation, you must master the internal battle before the external one begins. The question is, how do you train the mind? You begin by understanding that thoughts are not commands. Feelings are not facts, and emotions are not directions. When anger rises, it is not telling you what to do. It is revealing where you are not yet free. When fear appears, it is not a warning to run. It is a signal that you are standing at the door of growth. When stress tightens your chest, it is not the world attacking you. It is your mind asking you to slow down, breathe deeper, and reclaim control from within. You train your mind by becoming the observer instead of the reactor. When someone disrespects you, the untrained mind reacts instantly: rage, insult, defense. The trained mind pauses, sees clearly, chooses wisely. When a situation becomes uncomfortable, the untrained mind panics. The trained mind adapts. When life becomes unpredictable, the untrained mind collapses. The trained mind bends but never breaks. You must understand this deeply. Your mind becomes whatever you repeatedly practice. If you practice panic, panic becomes your habit. If you practice doubt, doubt becomes your identity. If you practice discipline, discipline becomes your nature. If you practice calmness, calmness becomes your power. The strongest people are not the ones who shout the loudest, lift the most weight, or show the most confidence on the outside. The strongest people are the ones who have mastered the quiet, invisible, difficult work of self-control. They have learned to regulate their emotions so they are not controlled by them. They have learned to calm their breath so no situation can steal their clarity. They have learned to stand tall in moments that make others fall. Your mind is a weapon, but only if you sharpen it. Your thoughts are tools, but only if you direct them. Your emotions are energy, but only if you channel them with wisdom instead of reacting with impulse. And so I tell you this truth: if you train your mind like a warrior trains his discipline, you will win in situations where others quit. You will stand where others collapse. You will rise where others break. Every single day, you must give your mind instructions. You must wake with purpose. You must speak to your inner world before the outer world speaks to you. You must command your mind: focus, breathe, be still, stay centered, stay powerful. If you don't train your mind, the world will train it for you, through fear, through chaos, through stress, through negativity. But when you take control, when you become the master of your inner state, something extraordinary happens. Challenges no longer scare you. People's opinions no longer influence you. Failures no longer define you. And pressure no longer crushes you. Instead, everything becomes fuel for mastery. Everything becomes training. Everything becomes part of your strengthening. Winning in every situation has nothing to do with perfection. It has everything to do with preparation. When your mind is prepared, you can handle any outcome. When your mind is prepared, you don't fear failure. When your mind is prepared, you don't lose yourself in success. When your mind is prepared, you become undefeatable, not because life stops being difficult, but because you stop being fragile. The storms don't disappear. You simply learn how to walk through them without losing your direction. The people around you don't change. You simply stop reacting and start responding. The challenges don't vanish. You simply become strong enough to face them with calmness and strategy. You become the kind of person others admire but cannot easily understand. They wonder how you stay so calm under pressure, how you stay so focused when others panic, how you stay so balanced when situations fall apart. The answer is simple. You trained your mind. You invested in the one thing most people ignore. You built the discipline that makes every situation winnable because you no longer look at life emotionally. You look at it strategically. And when you stop reacting emotionally and start thinking intentionally, you rise above the noise that keeps others trapped. You see clearly. You choose wisely. You move consciously. You speak carefully. You act powerfully. This is how warriors think. This is how monks think. This is how masters think. And this is how you will think from today forward. Remember this. A weak mind creates a weak life. A disciplined mind creates a disciplined life. A courageous mind creates a courageous life. A peaceful mind creates a peaceful life. And a trained mind, this is the secret, a trained mind creates a victorious life. So decide today that you will no longer let situations control you. You will control your response. You will no longer let people disturb your peace. You will hold your center. You will no longer let setbacks define your worth. You will rise and learn. You will no longer let fear close doors. You will walk forward even when your legs shake. You will train your mind every morning with intention, with breath, with awareness, with discipline. You will remind yourself that your mind is the master of your emotions, your habits, your direction, and your destiny. And every time you choose calmness over chaos, you win. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you win. Every time you choose patience over reaction, you win. Every time you choose clarity over confusion, you win. And every time you choose strength over weakness, you win. This is how you train your mind to win in every situation, not by controlling the world, but by mastering the world within you. And when you do, nothing can defeat you, nothing can break you, nothing can steal your peace, and nothing can stop your rise. Because the greatest victory you will ever experience is the moment you realize your mind is your strongest weapon, your greatest ally, and the key to every success you seek. So breathe deeply, stand firmly, walk wisely, and remember, you are not training for the world, you are training for yourself. And once you master you, you can win in any situation life places in front of you.